Hello everyone, welcome to my second lecture on autocorrelation function. So in the last lecture, we saw some properties of autocorrelation functions and one example. Let me give some more examples based on autocorrelation functions. So here, you're given autocorrelation function of a stationary process as R of tau equal to 25 plus 4 by 1 plus 6 tau square. And the question is, find mean and variance of the random process x of t. Now this is one of the properties of autocorrelation function which says that mu x square is limit r tau tending to infinity of r of tau. So you take the limit as tau tends to infinity. So this term will become 4 by infinity. Something by infinity is 0. Therefore mu x square is 25. So mu x is square root of that value which is 5. Now to find the variance is given by the formula expectation of x square t minus expectation of x of t whole square. Now expectation of x square t is the mean square value. Once again, by the first property on autocorrelation function, the mean square value is given by r of 0 which is 29 because you put tau equal to 0 here, you get 25 plus 4. Therefore, r of 0 equal to 29. Now we substitute back in the formula for variance of x of t. The value is 29 minus 25. Therefore, it is 4. Now we go to the second example. The second example, here also you are given some autocorrelation function r of tau equal to 9 plus 2 e power minus tau of some random process, stationary process, and you have to find the mean value of this random variable y from 0 to 2 x of t dt and the variance of x of t. Now to find the variance, you need to find mu x square and expectation of x square t. Expectation of x square t, as we saw in the last example, is r of 0. So if you put tau equal to 0 here, e power 0, you know it is 1. Therefore, it's 9 plus 2, 11. And mu x square is limit tau tends to infinity of r of tau. And if you take the limit as tau tends to infinity, you all know that e power minus infinity is 0. Therefore, mu x square is 9. Mu of x is therefore its square root value which is 3. Therefore, variance of x of t substituting in this formula is 2. And to find expectation of y of t, you just take expectation on both sides of y value. Then you get integral 0 to 2 expectation of x of t dt. Expectation of x of t, just now we found it to be equal to 3. So you just integrate dt and substitute the limit. You get the value of expectation of y of t as 6. Now we go with one more example. If you are given two random processes x of t and y of t which are independent, also they have 0 means you have to find the autocorrelation function of the process z of t where z of t is given by a plus b x of t plus c y of t. So you are given z of t equal to this function. You consider the formula for r z of tau, which by definition of autocorrelation function is expectation of the product of z of t and z of t plus tau. Now we substitute for z of t which is given to be a plus b x of t plus c y of t multiplied with for z of t plus tau. In z of t, wherever you have t, replace it with t plus tau. Then it is simply multiplication, term by term multiplication. So you have a multiplied with a which is a square, a multiplied with b xt plus tau, so ab xt plus tau, a multiplied with c yt plus tau which is ac yt plus tau. Like that you find out all the 9 terms. Then you are given that expectation of x of t plus tau is 0 because you are given that each of the random processes x of t and y of t are independent and also they have 0 means. So when you take expectation of the first term a square, expectation of a constant is constant itself. So e of a square is a square. Then when you take expectation of the second term, it is expectation of xt plus tau which is nothing but mean of the process which is given to be 0. Similarly, expectation of yt plus tau, it is also 0. Then you have expectation of x of t 0, Here expectation of xt plus tau. Here if you take expectation, it's b square multiplied with expectation of xt plus tau. Then you can consider this term expectation of x of t yt plus tau. Because x and y are given to be independent random processes, expectation of the product equal to product of their expectations, therefore their value is also 0. Similarly, E of yt is 0. Similarly, this value will also be 0 because of independence of the processes, and this is c square expectation of y of t plus tau. Now, expectation of x of t plus tau is nothing but rxx of tau, and expectation of y of t plus tau is nothing but ryy of tau. So, rzz of tau has been expressed in terms of the autocorrelation functions of x and autocorrelation function of y. Now we see one more example. Here also you are given two independent random processes x of t and y of t with 0 means, and you have to find the autocorrelation function of the process z of t, where z of t is given to be a multiplied with x of t multiplied with y of t. So you are given this random process z of t. So rzz of tau equal to expectation of z of t multiplied with z of t plus tau, which is expectation of, you substitute for z of t, and z of t plus tau you get by taking t with t plus tau in z of t. Then a multiplied with a square, constant can be taken out of expectation because x and y are independent, and you can use the property of expectation of product of independent variables equal to product of their expectations. So you are getting expectation of x of t plus tau multiplied with expectation of y of t plus tau. So the first one is rxx of tau, and the second one is the autocorrelation function of y, that is ryy of tau. So here again the autocorrelation function of z is expressed in terms of the autocorrelation function of x and autocorrelation function of y. Then we'll see cross correlation. So what is cross correlation? Let x of t and y of t be two random processes which are jointly WSs. Then the cross correlation between the two random processes is defined as rxy of t comma t plus tau equal to expectation of x of t y of t plus tau, which is equal to rxy of tau. Because for a jointly WSs process, once again the cross correlation is a function of time difference. Here the time difference is tau. Now we'll see some properties of cross correlation. Property 1, rxy of tau equal to ryx of minus tau. Now what is by definition the formula for rxy of tau? It is expectation of x of t multiplied with y of t plus tau. Similarly, ryx of tau will be expectation of y of t, x of t plus tau. Now in rxy of tau, you replace tau with minus tau. So what will you get? Expectation of x of t, y of t minus tau. And then you make the substitution t minus tau equal to z. So you have y of z plus tau for t, and for t minus tau you will have this z. So once again this is autocorrelation function, sorry, it's a cross correlation function with the time difference as tau. So ryx of minus tau equal to rxy of tau. Then the second property which says that if x of t and y of t are two random processes, then rxy of tau is less than or equal to square root of rxx of 0 multiplied with ryy of 0, where this rxx of tau and ryy of tau are their respective autocorrelation functions. Now to prove this, you consider expectation of x of t plus k y of t plus tau whole square. Because it's a square term, it is positive, and expectation of a positive value is always positive. Therefore, this is greater than or equal to 0 for any real k. And then you expand this using a plus b whole square formula, which is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Then you take expectation of each of the terms. So you get expectation of x square t plus k square expectation of y square t plus tau plus 2k expectation of x of t y of t plus tau. And this is nothing but r of tau Rxy of tau, the cross correlation function. This is Rx6 of 0. It's a mean square value of the process x of t. And this is the mean square value of the process y of t. So this is Rx6 of 0. This is Ryy of 0. And this is the cross correlation between x and y, which is Rxy of tau. And this equation will have, this will be positive for all real values of k only when this b square minus 4ac is less than or equal to 0. In other words, 4r square xy of tau is less than or equal to 4 times rxx of 0 and ryy of 0. Cancel 4 on both sides and then take square root on both sides. You get the required result. Then we see the third property. Third property says that if x of t and y of t are two random processes, then Rxy of tau is less than or equal to half of Rxx of 0 plus Ryy of 0. This is very easy to prove. It is simply based on the concept of for any two real values a and b, its geometric mean is always less than or equal to the arithmetic mean. Geometric mean of two numbers is always less than or equal to arithmetic mean. Now, by the previous property, you know that Rxy of tau is less than or equal to Rxx of 0 multiplied with Ryy of 0. Now, this is nothing but the geometric mean of the two values Rxx of 0 and Ryy of 0. And it is less than or equal to half of Rxx of 0 with plus Ryy of 0, which is the arithmetic mean of the two values. So, using this concept, geometric mean is always less than or equal to arithmetic mean. You obtain the proof of the third property. Thank you.